Hello, it's so wonderful that you keep sending me these lovely messages and lovely comments. There's one today. When is when is something illegal? Well, this is really the point. As Suella Braverman pointed out, there may be an illegal route to come to the UK, but it's not illegal to use it if, when somebody comes to the UK, they claim asylum. That is not illegal. So we're getting into a position where our language is getting very confused because our language is not being used for clarity, it's being used to sloganize and to make or to score political points. This is an abuse of language. And if we're going to continue down that route, our language will mean nothing. I have been looking at a case recently, or a case has come to my attention recently, about a whistleblower in the NHS. And he was told that a contract was not necessarily contractual, that something in the contract, which should apply to everybody, was not necessarily contractual. I'm simply horrified. This was something that Piers Corbyn picked up as well. And I don't know whether he ran with it as much as he should have done, but it's something which is central. If words do not have a meaning, if we reinterpret words as we want to, if the government is reinterpreting words and changing their meaning, then in the end, the law is worthless. This is something which comes up in Alice in Wonderland. It's central to the Humpty Dumpty scene. It's something which comes up, if you recall, in the film and the play of A Man for All Seasons with Thomas More. And he points out at one point that the law is made of words. And if the words allow, even though somebody may assume that you think something else, if the words are possible, then you use the words. And at the moment, we're going in the other direction. So we can be saying things, and because the words have changed their meaning, and we're living in an international age when language has to be precise. And these people, these ministers, are playing around with the tools of our very existence, actually. If the language we use does not mean what we say, then our existence as a country, as a people, as a nation with an identity, disappears overnight. It doesn't take Brexit. It's not about Brexit. It's about the cheapening of our language. And we have spent the last 50 odd years exporting our language as something that is precise and clear, and we test people on it. And then Suella Braverman and her cohorts come along and tell us a contract is not contractual. Something which is illegal is not illegal, or something which is legal is now illegal, but not illegal. Uncertainty. We need certainty. We need clarity in law. And I think this goes back to Mrs. May, who believed that paperwork solved a problem. Paperwork simply moves it around the desk. It is Mrs. May who I would hold responsible for much of the problem that we've got today. Mrs. May's hostile environment, and Mrs. May's go slow, Mrs. May's posturing, and the obsession with targets. All of this is wrong, wrong, wrong.